What would you guys say is the difference between cozy fantasy and dark fantasy? Do you think that they have different end goals or purposes? Or let's start on this end, LaDarrion. I'm going to keep going back and forth, so I'm just going to prepare you for that.
I'm not really familiar with cozy fantasy. Really, I don't think mine is cozy at all.
No, I wouldn't say so.
It's a lot going on. But I love dark academia. I think it's really cool just to learn about like what is a college setting, but also like time traveling to like the Haitian Revolution, or like time traveling to Salem, or that's where he goes in book 2. But and mixing in history, that's where I am. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's cozy fantasy. I'm not going to speak on cozy fantasy because I don't know it, so I don't want to sound ignorant on it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know the difference. I'm curious to learn actually on this panel.
Yeah, I feel like it rides the line between are you providing comfort or discomfort? And A Legionnaire's Guide is in a really interesting space where there's like a food subplot where they're trying to, now that the war is over, they're going to go and eat all the foods that they want, and that's very like cozy adjacent. But then there are also demon battles. So I get people telling me like, oh, it's cozy, but but I like existing in that comfort discomfort spectrum right in the middle.
Reading your book made me hungry the whole time. I literally ordered pie at like 11 p.m.
Listen, it'd be like that.
I feel like there has to be a simple, like a grid for this of like how many people die in your book, and do they die on stage? Because, like if there's an off-stage murder and you spend the rest of the time like, solving the murder with like lovely friends and everybody wins in the end. Like I feel like that can still be cozy. I think there is like a level of gore that sometimes happens in darker stories. Yeah.
A word that I like to describe Muted as is more like cathartic, because there is a really like a lot of dark stuff happens, a lot of painful, and also just like dealing with a lot of like emotional trauma, but there is like the catharsis in the end where she has people rallying behind her that I guess has that sort of like wrapped up cozy feeling. So I think cathartic is the way that I would lean into that, is sort of, or as if you read fan fiction, a sort of hurt comfort situation.
I think for me it also has to do with the stakes in a cozy fantasy. Not to say the stakes are lower, because they are very still important to those characters and central to their lives, but at least from what I feel like I've seen, it's not as much we're going to go and save the entire planet and fight evil kings, and it's more we need to save the farm, or we need to make this cute potion, or save the cafe. And darker fantasy, I think, can stray a little bit more towards some of those epic themes.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with the comfort and the catharsis. I think that's bang on. For me, I think it's not necessarily low stakes, it's low stress. That's what
That's a
cozy
good way to put it.
fantasy is. It's like at no point, no matter what's happening in the book, at no point are you ever genuinely afraid that things are going to go permanently wrong for the characters you love. Kind of like romance, there's sort of like an unwritten contract where you're promising a happy ending. So I think that's what cozy, like that's the difference for me between cozy and dark.